Ghetto America, a prophet is born.
When you live in a poor neighborhood, you're living in an area where you have to have poor schools.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy, man. E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. It's Thursday, the 2nd, man, 2025. We made it another year. It was a hectic motherfucking 2024. I know that for some. Especially like your boy Diddy and a few others. You know what I'm saying? You know. However, man, shit, 2025 is kind of being a little stagnant, being that we didn't had a major incident reported down in New Orleans during the celebration, man. A cat, Shamsud Din Jabber, excuse me, a U.S. Army veteran, man. I read up on him. Let me pull him up. But yeah, man, this guy then ran into the bystanders and shit and killed 14 people, you know. Then you had the cyber attack out in Vegas in front of the Trump Tower, a cyber truck. I guess that was a message to Trump and E.Ali Musk, you know, people are saying. So, I don't know, man. It's hopefully we can make some sense out of this shit that's going on, you know, in the world. You know, this your boy E.Ali, man. Again, this is Thursday the 2nd, 2025. We made it another year. E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, the weekly news, no cap. You know, just talking about the local, regional, and the shit that might go viral. Hit that like button, hit to subscribe, and let's get to it, man.
Call Erica. It's E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. E.Ali, E.Ali, E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. E.Ali, E.Ali. We from the ToLe'Do. E.Ali and the ToLe'Do.
Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy. Back at it. Trying to put his 2 cents in, man. That's it. You know, trying to be a part of something, man. I figured I'd make my motherfucking effort. That's all I can do. You know, it's 8 billion people on the planet. Let me also indicate, man, there's 8 billion people on the planet, right? And with that being said, man, don't take offense of what I might say. It's just my 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to capture my little 5 minutes of fame as well. You know, we all trying to monetize our situation, man. We trying to get better. Everybody chasing the bag now. Everybody. You know, if you ain't getting up, getting out, and getting something, you can't spend your whole time getting high. You got to get up and get out and get something, man. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? This your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. Yeah, man, it's been an interesting start of the year already. You know, there ain't really nothing going around here local. You know what I'm saying? Toledo, Ohio, one of Toledo, Ohio's premier podcasts. You know, 45 minutes out of Detroit, Michigan, pothole capital. USA. You know, in the midst of the struggle, man, I'm on the east side of the viaduct where the struggle is real. You know what I mean? You ain't even got we ain't got a sufficient grocery store in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a car to get out. You gotta have a car now to go apply for some Social Security and shit. You know, you can't, you know, you got to get on the bus or some shit. And, you know, it ain't just up the street no more. Even to go get your license and shit taken care of. The way they moving shit around. The thing is evolving, folks. If you ain't up trying to get out and get something, this thing gonna pass you by. You know, you definitely got to be making an effort at it. But a lot of closings and shit like that that's causing a sense of despair in the neighborhood or in the sense in the city. Especially when you see the Rite Aids and the Rite Aids. The one that really just broke my heart, I guess, for 2024 and beyond, man. I think they closed actually before that, but I know it was at the start of that. But C. Brown's funeral home, man. You know? I see the building and the lot is up for sale. You know? I wonder what you could do with that facility other than that. You know? I wish the community had came together to save, or just because I don't know the financial situations, because it had to be financial. We die people dying every day. I thought they was one of the leading guys in the city. But that's one of the hard things for me, man. You know, I guess turning this whole page of things, you know, and then see for me growing up, man, the activity that Swainfield had always offered. And now it's just like a dead zone, you know, because back in the day, Kroger's was up there. I grew up where K&J, the meat store, K&J Meat Market, was on Monroe Street, right there after you get under the viaduct, right there on your right-hand side. I don't know what that little side street is, but right before you get up to Auburn, you know, the K&J Meat Market was right there in the hood. Kroger's, Lane's, drugstore. You know, it was good, man. KFC. We had 2 banks right there, smack dead in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Mismanagement, man. Lack of investments. You know. So just in hope of my city, man. Just trying to make sense of it now, I guess, being 50, coming up on 50, turning 53 last year. You know, just trying to make sense of it. Still a young man and still got aspiration and hope and see dreams and see the dreams and hopes, I guess, of something better in the eyes of the grandbabies. That's all you got now and shit at this age. You know, you done somewhat coming up to the peak, you know, especially if you can get 100 years out of this life. You know, you got to make definitely better decisions in terms of what you consuming, you know. But the hood is tough, it's rough, you know what I mean? So you definitely got to be careful and, you know, watch your step. Don't offend nobody. But yeah, man, 2020, we in 2025 now, man. Can't believe it, January 2nd. Who would have known I would have got here? But all praises due to the Most High. I definitely give praise to the ancestors, man. You know what I mean, for pulling for me. Hopefully I'll be able to see many more. You know, taking baby steps now. I understand that. You know, looking at the world from a totally different point of view, man. Slowing my movements. You know, only tend to going. I just get I only go at what's mine, man. You know, the universe gonna provide, and that's all I take. I don't want nothing else. You know, honest living. You know what I mean? Do it with my hands and my back for the most part. You know, this is just a side thing. Ain't no commissary coming from it from right now. So therefore it's just a hope and a dream. But mainly it's just for me, man, it's just therapy. You know? giving myself an opportunity to give back. Hopefully that I can be established this life coach thing, help the young brothers, because that's where, because I asked myself, what's the purpose of this E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, right? So it's to help these young brothers, help them, I guess, forge a new vision for themselves. You know, them brothers that's early high school, 14, and, you know, really roughly about that 8 years old, you know, 7, 8 years old, I would say, you know, trying to help develop and forge those brothers a different vision for their future. That they can do anything that they want to do right now if they just buckle down and focus on education. Definitely they reading, math, reading, and writing, man. If you master one of those, you gonna be a boss somewhere. You know, because I know if you master that writing, you're gonna put words in the mouth of presidents. You know, you're gonna write movie scripts and shit like that. You know, if you master that math, you can build a whole lot of stuff. You're an engineer. You can create video games and all kind of shit. Solve math problems, get us to the moon, get us back, or get us to the moon. You know, I'm gonna leave it as that. You know, and with knowing how to read, man, you can speak. You can tell people what to do. So that's always my motivation for the young brothers, man. Focus. You know? Because what the purpose of this whole thing, man, is to uplift my community. That's all I want to do. I don't want to point no fingers, but I know we can do better than what we doing. All of us. Even me. Cut my grass, try to keep the noise down from my neighbors. I do my part. You know? I'm not a nuisance. My lifestyle is not troubling nobody. What I do and what I enjoy ain't causing nobody no harm. In the past, it has. I'm not proud of that. I'm ashamed in a few areas. I have 1 or 2 regrets. Outside of that, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though I can go to the end of this, man. You know what I'm saying? With some kind of peace. If I can change some things, yeah, of course, we all would, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's spilled milk. All you could do is clean it up and try to forge anew and try to make it better after that. That's all you can do. And so with that being said, man, I'm inspired. Always trying to accomplish something new. That's why I'm at this thing right here. Because conversation rule the nation. I feel as though. Plus, in the beginning, there was the word. Plus, I understand the Bible say that man can't proceed on bread alone, but from the words, from every word from his mouth. You know? Watch what you say. You know? I always say words create, save, and destroy. You know? You can definitely save somebody, man, by just simply saying, I love you. You know? You can destroy by saying somebody I hate. You can destroy somebody, that same person, by saying I hate you. So watch what you say. Try to guard your body from anger and frustration, and for the most part, that's where if I ever say, and I looked at being this age, if I could help a young brother and say something, it'd be 2 things in which you have to do. For one, you have to, number 1, control your anger. Control that. And what I mean by that, and just still having to learn, still learning this, man. Don't allow nobody to get in that space that cause you that much frustration, where you step outside yourself, your circle, and to be and appear to be, because when just being honest, when you allow anger to take over yourself, you know you have no control. You lose all control. So for one, you cannot allow certain things outside of yourself to anger you, especially other people's behavior and their action. As long as they ain't touching you, putting their fingers on you, doing something with your money. But then that's what I'm saying. If you got certain relationships and you crossing path with the individuals and you allowing them into your thing where money being transferred and all that, you got to guard yourself from that. Only put out as much as that you can lend, or put only much as that you can tolerate. Don't put yourself in no bind, putting so much out there where you counting on somebody and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, just trying to do better. Always can, always have, and always will try to do that. You know? So, that's what that is, man. Just an effort in doing that. This is your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, thinking out loud, man. Another episode of that. This is the first. This is the what is this? I think this is the third episode. Well, no, excuse me. Yeah, this is the third episode in season 2, but this is the first episode of the new year. You dig? You know, sometimes you will get a visual, but most times thinking out loud is just audio. You know what I mean? Just expressing my feelings and thoughts and shit like that, getting at the news, you know, thinking out loud. The weekly news, no cap. Just thinking out loud about the situations. Man, you got this guy down again. We got this veteran. Shamsud Din Jabber. In Beaumont, Texas, they saying, okay, the brother grew up in Texas, joined the U.S. military, eventually settled in Texas, where he spawned up a real estate business and made $120,000 a year for one of the world's largest consulting firm. But the 42-year-old United States citizen, who authorities say plowed a rented truck through New the New Year celebration in New Orleans before being shot and killed by police, also faced pressures. He finalized the third divorce in 2022, saying that the filing couldn't be paid, saying in filing he couldn't pay his mortgage and his business was losing money. So on Thursday, man, authorities and relatives were still piecing together why Jabril brawled through a crowd in a Ford F-150, man, on Bourbon Street, killing 14 people, injuring at least 30. You know, and said that he had said that the attack was inspired by the Islamic State group, making one of the deadliest ISIS-inspired assault on U.S. soil in years. I guess this supposed to have been ISIS. But he was a U.S. Army veteran. I mean, I don't see y'all couldn't vet him out a little bit better than that. This has always seemed to be, I don't know, man. It's strange. I I'm not really a conspiracy type guy, but it is some shit to be happening where you be like, what the fuck? That don't add up. That don't make sense. You know? Just for me, man, you know. Condolences to the family and the ones and sorry, you know, and prayers to the wounded and shit like that, but condolences to the loved ones of all the victims and shit. You know what I'm saying? Of all the people who was suffered, became unalive because of this guy, man. You know. So, I mean, we left with that to start the new year off. But then you also had this little situation I saw. I didn't really get off into it because it just I don't want to have to start, you know, you start following and it start getting creepy, man. You know, the Trump out in Vegas, you know, at the Trump Tower, you had a cyber truck exploding. You know, and people saying that it's basically trying to send a message to Elon Musk and Trump. But again, man, I don't want to be part of no, you know, no conspiracy type shit or whatever. So I'm gonna leave it with that, bro. I ain't, you know, I got my opinion and shit like that for the most part. You know, I just make the comments on it and shit, and really don't get too far caught up in with some other shit going on. Like I say, I feel sorry about the people, but the shit just don't right, man. It stink. That's it. It just don't feel right to me, you know. But what can you do, man? You know, we definitely just got to watch out for ourselves and shit, and watch where you at. Be you know, be aware of your surroundings. Don't put yourself in situations. You know, with the one thing that I like to say, man, you know, it's all in love, bro, and not trying to offend nobody, not trying to piss nobody off or none of that. But, you know, just the celebrations of shit, man. You know, we just come off the Christmas and, you know, same thing, pagan holidays and shit. You know, you giving honor to some white man coming down your chimney and giving your kids gifts for your game. And, you know, I ain't never been part of that after I grew up and learned the truth. I ain't never been part of that situation. You know what I mean? We knew early on, once we seen my mama wrapping up the gift, that it wasn't no Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't part of that whole monkey thing early on. And so I didn't feel obligated to me not to work all hard during the week or the months, the year, and to give my hard work and to let somebody else ride on that honor. You know, I wasn't gonna relinquish, you know, my pride and honor, man, and the gift that I bought, and to give that to somebody else. You know, that wasn't gonna happen. So I didn't play that Christmas shit with my kids. You know, I didn't feel appropriate with that one. So with that being said, man. But then my thing, what I'm making a comment on is basically about the celebration of New Year's. And, you know, I'm guessing that you get it done. It's being done all across the world for the most part, I'm sure. But in the hood, it could be detrimental, man. The firing off of all these pistols and guns and all kind of shit that motherfuckers is shooting in the air. You shooting this shit in the air, man. Let me educate some of you clowns on some shit, man. That shit gotta come down. And guess where it come down for the most part? It come down on people's roofs, man. People gonna have problems with their roofs cause you clowns wanna be outside shooting and shit like that. I can't take it no more, man. and it just cause for me, man, being I ain't tripping. You be out doing what you doing, but my ass was I was asleep when the fucking bell dropped, but I was rudely awakened with an arsenal of fucking a barrage of fucking gunfire. Oh man, it was horrible over here, man, on the north side, man. Shit sounded like motherfuckers was in the Wild Wild West. I couldn't believe it. Motherfuckers had bottle rockets going off and shit. All kind of shit, man. That shit was ridiculous. But again, man, I'm concerned of the roof. Of a roof, of the leaks of the damage that may be caused from that shit falling down and hitting the car, falling down and hit somebody in the motherfucking head or some shit, man. One of them slugs. That shit gotta come down now. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought, man. That's why I try to keep my ass in the motherfucking house at times. And you understand? So, but again, man, this your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. This is the podcast Thinking Out Loud, the weekly news, no cap. E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. This is Thursday the 2nd, 2025, man. We in the new year. It's been a little rocky in a few little areas and shit. Pretty much peaceful around these parts and shit like that, man. Hopefully we can maintain that and get off with a good start this year, I guess. You know what I mean? Hoping and praying that we can, But again, man, we're gonna direct this energy for the development of our young folks, man, the young brothers and shit, trying to get them brothers some inspiration. Get them some inspiration and some motivation, man, to do something with themselves and their lives, So sit your people down, man, and and let them get some of this game in terms of just how to move about and how to do shit. Because the one thing that I say, man, and what's my qualification or what's my title? I'm E.Ali and I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? Life coach. The one thing that I did, or my thing is not really being, and at this point, because I'm successful within my own right, but in terms of mega success and the license, my success ain't that. My success is basically making a change from where I come from. You know what I'm saying? My guidance and my direction is to tell you how is to tell you about if you go down that way right there, the harm and the foul and the pain that's gonna come from making bad decisions. My life serves as if you make the wrong decisions and if you fuck up, And we building it, putting it together and shit like that, man. Trying to make it happen and shit like that. But nevertheless, man, it's the putting the pieces back together type shit. And then we all had the failures and the situation that came with COVID, and now really having to start from the bottom, A lot of us, and then just how shit going, bro. Health issues, you know what I'm saying? Your people going through shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's a totality of things, man. A totality of circumstances, man, that causes one to be in a place. Lights ain't been cut off. I still get a meal every day. I can clothe myself. I got the amenities, man. I got I got the little internet and shit. Phone. Keep gas in my car. That's all I can do right now, man, and try to wing it. Just an average man. I ain't, this is average shit, bro. The bag ain't coming real big like that right now, man, for nothing. This is a slow grind. You know, trying to get up, trying to get there. You know, but the one thing, you know, just reading a few little books, man, you definitely got to put the effort there and act as if it's already popping. That's all you can do. Hope and pray. But it definitely calls some action. You got to put some actions behind it, right? So that's what this is, man. Your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do putting his 2 cents in, man, trying to get his 5 minutes of fame. Thursday the 2nd, 2025, man. Hope you guys is, you know, maintaining yourselves, got your resolutions and putting them forth, sticking to that, you know, because we always, you know, we always put the work out in there. So hopefully you didn't, you know, you making the effort of getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do that, or 6, or however you doing it. You know, eating right, you know, reading your Bible or something more, educating yourself a little bit, you know what I'm saying, self-improvement. That's always the remedy to trying to accomplish a better life. Self-development. That should be always a priority. You know, getting a little more education to get a little bit more money to move up a little bit in the job and shit, right? That's what it is. But again, man, this your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep tuning in and help support your boy. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share, comment, and shit like that. Send your hate mail. It don't matter, man. I'ma double it up. You hear me? I'ma take what you got, and I'ma see if it's valid. If you got some good points, I'ma add it to me, because most of the time it ain't hate, it's criticism. So I can deal, you know, in this new wave, they say it's hate, but it's constructive criticism. But if it's some hate shit and you just hating on my shit or whatever, then that's a different story. That's your problem, right? So this your boy, man. Peace.